Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm King POSH. This is King POSH Gaming. Here's the share code. Got it? Great. So today we're looking at the 1968 Alfa Romeo 33 Stradale. There's a lot to go through and something else to show you, and we're going to get right to it. So that's not the only tune I have up there. I have this as well. KPG KP Dragster. It is not shared yet, though. It is not shared. We will look at that at the end of this video. It's still a work in progress. I don't drag tune very often, and it's actually an old tune, but it still works. And I wish it had the original Ferrari engine that you could put in here that had like 1,182 horsepower, 1,182 horsepower. That thing ripped. All right, now we can only get 774 horsepower out of it, maxed out, and that's pretty sad. But yeah, it was a fun engine when in Forza Motorsport. I'll tell you that thing. You had to have downforce in the front because the thing would actually take off down the runway. And it wasn't right at the bat. It was as you're up to speed. You hit 270 miles an hour, and the front end would just lift straight up into the air. It was crazy. All right, so we've got the 3.0 liter V8 Racing. As you can tell, it has the anti-lag. All-wheel drive drivetrain. As you can tell, it's got white walls, and we'll go over that here shortly. Twin turbo. On the dragster, yeah, you would need this. You definitely need that for the dragster. All right, but everything on it is stock. Tires are vintage. All right. If you could go stock tire compound, but as you can tell, look, you got a grip. It might be 0.01, but its grip is grip, and we don't want any grip. All right. So everything here has green. Okay. Even the drag tire has green. But this would not. This was just slightly worse. So we went with that one. Stock in the front, stock width in the rear. We got my favorite rims on here, the TC 105Ns. They're in that sport rim style. 13s in the front and 13s in the rear. Stock track width in the front, but maxed out in the rear. All right, as you can tell, if I went with the stock, the handle line would be green. We don't want to be green, we want to be red. So, it is what it is. Here we got a stock transmission, race driveline, and a drift differential. Here you got race brakes, drift springs, and dampeners. Anti-roll bars for the front, and is that just the front or is that the rear? That's the front. Okay. So no anti-roll bars in the rear. Okay. No roll cage, but as light as possible. We're saving 108 pounds somewhere. I don't know where, but we are. Race intake. Everything here is race. Let's be real here, okay? All the way through. Sounds beautiful. And race inner color. So let's get into the tune and show you guys what did I do to this thing. So it's got a top speed of 190.5 miles an hour. 55. Here's the gearing. Pretty close together. It all works out. The alignment is a little different. Usually I run a 4.2, but it was just too much, so 4.1. Just bring it down a notch. Anti-roll bars, I did something here. I was meaning to do 1.00 and 1.00. Well, I missed it by a notch, but it didn't matter. It didn't bother anything. Springs are stiff, and then I brought up the ride height to match the rear. Dampening is 21, 20, 20. Aero, there is none. Braking is stock. And then differential is 76, 86, 97, 97, 86% going to the rear. Yeah, I fly through these tunes, you know, and minor mistakes happen. It is what it is. So let's take her outside. Show you guys what she's like. So it's raining on here. Great. Doesn't hurt the slide, though. Well, it does. There it is. It doesn't hurt the slide, fam. You definitely do slide more in the rain. That is true. And you're on those vintage tires. But you have all that less power to run with, so you want to have the worst tires and the highest PSI, just to get that ultimate slide out of it. It's like that electric car. We'll get over into that eventually. I have 2 tunes up shared for it already. There's a 39 on the phone. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Where am I going? I cannot see. I hate darkness in this game. I like to be able to see where I'm going. But she's smooth. You guys are gonna like her. She's a lot of fun. A lot of fun going down the mountain, etc., etc., etc. But I'm pumping these tunes out as fast as I can for you guys. You know, it is what it is. You know, so that one's tuned. You know, this one's tuned, shared. I don't know if I haven't gone over this one yet. I have to still do that. You know, I went over this one. I went over this one. I think I went over this one. There's so many cars here that I've tuned. In fact, like here, let me show you guys. Like I've been working on them all. If you go to my auto show and you press yeah, I have everything. There's no more cars you do not own. I own them all. You know, of course that the 33 Stradale is the most expensive. It's a $15 million car. It's not for everybody. You know, not everybody can have it. But I can't. Anyways, let's get into this one. Show you guys the what I'm doing so far with the drag tune. Like I said, I'm not much of a dragger. I don't drag tune. I'm a drifter. So I'll show you guys a little bit of everything. We'll take her outside, and even though it's in the rain, it is what it is. You know, of course, we got a Lamborghini right there. Beautiful. Hit that wall because I can't see. It has the downforce in the back. In the front right there. None in the back. Downforce in the front. Just as a memorabilia of what it was. Because you really don't need it in there. But, it's just the remembrance of it all. Well, 204. I don't know if that's good or not. It's got terrible brakes, but that's okay. You're going straight. You don't need brakes, right? You just gotta learn to brake early. I'm on my brakes right now. I was solid on my brakes. It is meant to just go straight. Not to mention it's wet conditions out there. So let me show you guys what I did to this thing. So it's got the V8. Doesn't show the flames out as much on this one. All-wheel drive drivetrain. twin turbo. Like I said, I just put there just for the fun of it. You could have it off of there, bring it down from 1402 pounds to 1398. All right. Here, this right here goes 246. Not too bad. Yeah, there's just a slight difference. 10-mile-an-hour difference from them. But I just do it for just a remembrance of what it was like. But yeah. Like I said, I don't do drag builds, so don't expect much from me, okay? Got drag tire compound, stock width in the front, maxed out in the rear. It's got my favorite rims, the TC105Ns. 13s in the front, 13s in the rear. Maxed out track width in the rear, not in the front, just like my drift tune. Stock 6-speed transmission, race driveline, and a race differential. Of course, you know, we could have gone with the 4-speed, but it didn't change any of the weight, so that's why I didn't do it. And let's look at that speed. So it would bring up my speed a little bit better than that one. So that would be actually an option, get that 0 to 60 down. But by the time I tune it, it's probably going to be around the same. Like I said, I don't drag tune. Stock brakes, as you can tell, it takes forever to stop. If you try to go with sport brakes or anything else that you could probably adjust, it goes up to an S2 class. Race springs and anti-roll bars on there. No roll cage. I guess I could have put one in there and brought it up to a 900 right there, you know, and add weight to it. It makes it slower, you know. It is what it is. It's got a race weight reduction though, so you know we are still saving weight. And everything here, you know, it's got the 774 horsepower. It's completely maxed out. It's amazing the flames just aren't there on this one versus my drift tune. That's really weird. But here, let me show you guys at least what I've done. It's very simple. All right, this is a tune from Forza Motorsport 6. And yeah, so it's very simple. There's a lot more that I could do to it. That's why it's not shared yet. As you can tell, you got basically 4 gears right here alone. You know, just like the 4-speed. Then you have these ones out there. This is very simple. Nothing really there. You know, if you guys have anything, you know, I mean, I don't drag tune, like I said. But, you know, you can always put in the comments below. You know, what you do. You know, I at least share you guys my tunes. You know, you can share me some of yours. I'm not going to use them. You know, I'm not going to share them and show them to the world. It's, you know, they would be for my own personal, you know, collection. Anti-roll bars is 1 in 40. This is from Forza Motorsport 6 because you couldn't go up to 60. So I just left it where it was. 228.4 on that, and then I believe mine was 800 and something. And all I could do was do 726, and then I had the ride height as high as you can go. Because honestly, with the ride height higher, you actually make your car faster. It's weird. It works that way. It is what it is. Dampening is 2.2, 11.2, 10.8, and 10.8. All right. Aero, this is just a remembrance of what mine was. I believe you can get up to 80 on Forza Motorsport 6 or somewhere around there. But this was to keep the front end down when you hit 270 miles an hour on the drag strip, on the 1 mile long drag strip. The front end would take off. So that's what you had to do. Like I said, it's got just stock brakes. And then the differential is 50, 100, 50, 0, 75, 75, and 90% going to the rear. And that's what I had way back then. You know, I was, you know, I'm a drift tuner. I don't drag tune. This I came up on my own. So coming up with that on my own, I don't think that's too bad. That was the very start, but I didn't continue. I didn't continue on to the joys of drag tuning. I know there's a lot of people out there who loves drag tunes, but yeah. Yeah, 204.92, not too bad. So yeah, let's look at the money I made so far from my drift builds. There's one download right there that was just, you know, probably today, 6 uses, not too bad. There's 109, not too bad. 178 uses. There's $52,000 there. 6,000. There's 60,000 there. 2,000 there. I'm on here a lot. As you can tell, look, 18, 18. There, I'm on 3 times right there, 4 times there, and 2 times so far there. So make sure you press your A button so you collect all that. Now look at all these. Look at all these. I have all the cars, you know, and I have a lot of money, so I just let that thing just go, you know. So it is what it is. I mean, yeah, you can see all the wheel spins onto the left there. So yeah. Either way, so there is my tunes for the you know, for the 33 Stradale. You know, have at it with the KP's dragster. It's not shared. You know, it still needs work. I might, you know, retune it. I don't know if it's good. You guys will have to let me know in the comments below if that's good or not. I don't drag race in this game. I don't know what the numbers are. I don't know what people are pulling, you know, for at least S1 class, you know. You know, R2 and X, you know, that who cares about them? Let's go with the lower ones, all right? Not the R2s and the X's. For the S class, what are you pushing down the strip? You know, let me know in the comments below. Well, hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely hit that like button, and I look forward to hearing from you guys in the future. Well, until next time, stay sideways and speedy, my friends.